All right, we're now turning attention to another matter, this time the aviation sector. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has responded to a viral video circulating on X showing a Nigerian passenger who was denied boarding in Nairobi, Kenya. The video, which was shared by Special Advisor to the Minister of Aviation and Media, Tunde Moshood, showed how Ms. Omisore, who was traveling from Manchester to Lagos, was denied boarding in Nairobi on the second leg of her journey, and that's despite being on the same ticket. Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection at the NCAA, Michael Achimogu, condemned what he calls the unprofessional conduct of the airline staff and emphasized that Kenya Airways must bear responsibility for the incident. In his post, Mr. Achimogu mentioned that the NCAA has now summoned Kenya Airways to its headquarters in Abuja today. Well, let's bring in Uloma Onyemachi to give us updates on this incident. Uloma, help us understand what is playing out and the steps being taken by the NCAA.
The incident happened yesterday, I think in the early hours of yesterday, and it was just shared by one Miss Gloria. She identified herself as Miss Gloria, and there are some disparities in the statements that were given by Tunde Moshood as well as Kenya Airways, because the SA media to the aviation minister said she was flying from Manchester back to Lagos, but when the Kenya Airways responded to the viral video, they said she was moving from Lagos to Manchester. So that is a major disparity in that report that we're still monitoring. And what happened, according to the Kenya Airways, is that she was going from Lagos to Nairobi to Paris and then to Manchester. And from her movement from Nairobi, she didn't have the Schengen visa, and this is a visa that allows non-EU citizens to enter EU countries. It was an agreement that was signed, a long time ago. And because she didn't have this, they said that she wouldn't fly. That's what they alleged, that she didn't have that visa and she wouldn't fly to Paris. And then she demanded accommodation, and that didn't work. And they alleged that she threw, 3 used sanitary towels at the customer service. And this is gory for the ladies. We know what that is. But NCAA, in their reaction, they are stating that they should provide CCTV footage of that, incident of them claiming that they threw something at the customer service. And the director keeps saying that their conduct was unprofessional. He's not tolerating unruly behavior quite all right, but, the airline has already been accused previously of treating Nigerian air passengers wrongly. So the investigation is still going on, and incidentally, it's by 1 p.m. today. They have been summoned. The acting station manager of Kenya Airways has been summoned. So we believe conversations are ongoing and more revelations will be made in time.
All right, Uloma, but what are the possible sanctions if either the passenger or the airline is actually found guilty when investigation is concluded?
The sanctions will be according to NCAA regulations. Mind you, the incident happened in Nairobi, Kenya. And when the Kenya Airways were reacting to what had happened, they said they will also conduct their investigation. And it's just noted that the investigation will be against the passenger. So whatever comes out from that investigation, they will use their own laws and regulations to bring her to book or whatnot. But then from our end, we're going to be investigating Kenya Airways as well to find out if it's something that has been recurring, watch how it should come to an end as well. So the sanctions will be according to the laws of both Kenya and Nigeria. But Nigeria and Kenya have had, aviation friendship for a decade. And we remember that last year they started daily flights to Nigeria. So there have been bilateral relations, there have been friendships. So we're hoping that this ends, on a good note, where both of them meet on a good plate and promise for this kind of incident not to happen again. So I'm going to be monitoring, and I will give you more updates in time.
Definitely, Uloma, we'll be getting the updates from you. Uloma Onyemachi for us in Abuja. Thank you for the updates. let's now turn